Hi guys, this is day one of Codeforces practice. Until I have to become master, I will continue this. And today's day one. Let's try to solve problems from CP sheet, CP31 sheet, which is made by Prince Agrawal. So let's try to know how many problems I can solve in 1 hour. So it's gonna be lengthy. This video is going to be lengthy. Haloium boxes. Time limit. Okay. Theophans is busy after his last contest, as now he has to deliver many haloiums all over the world. He stored them inside n boxes, and each of which has some number AI written on it. He wants to sort them in non-decreasing order based on the number. However, his machine works in a strange way. It can only reverse any subarray of boxes with length at most k. Okay. Find it's possible to sort the boxes using any number of reverses. Okay. Reversing a subarray means choosing two indices and changing the array to opposite directions, right? Like here, how can the array reverse a1 a2 a1 to a1 a2 a I minus 1 up to that. So from I to j, the array has to be reversed, right? So that's why a from I to j. So j minus 1 up to I, and after that j plus 1 it is common, right? Okay, good. So the first line contains a single integer, denotes the number of test cases, and each test case consists of two lines. The first line of each test case contains nk, number of boxes of length and of maximum reverse. Okay, number of boxes of length of maximum reverse that it can make. And what's the value of k? He wants to sort them in non-decreasing order based on their numbers. Based on the numbers, he want to non-decreasing order means he want to sort them in increasing order. Okay. His machine works in strange way. He can only reverse any subarray of boxes of. Okay, he can only reverse at most k elements. So that k value is given, and n is the number of boxes. Okay, and k is nothing but k is also given here, right? The length of maximum reverse that three of n's can make. That is the value of k. The second line contains n integers. Here n is represents the number of boxes. Okay, and here that many integers, the number written on each boxes. So for each test case, print as if any array can be sorted in a non-decreasing order or no otherwise. So if arrays can be decreasing in increasing order, like can we end up in increasing order, we have to print as, otherwise we have to print no. Okay, it is already in sorted, so that means here it is why. Yeah, this is also sorted, right? So that's why. And here this is not sorted at 6421 can be sorted. Okay, and 10, 3, 8, 30, 14. It can also be sorted, and 3, 1 can be written as 1, 3. We can get that, right? Why can't be 3 1 can be written as 1 3? Here we have total two elements, and only one element it can sort it. So if the sorted element is 1, is it sorted? It can't be sorted, right? If there are two elements, then the swap processes happen between them uh, until the number of elements can be sorted, right? So here, as though there is only one element, it can't be sorted. So this can't be sorted. Okay, so that's why here no. And so if you ask me, understanding the test cases in Codeforces context is more important than writing a code. If you understand, our intuition power is increases. So here it is one. Oh, why it is one? Even it is one. our result is S because it is already sorted. If the array is already sorted, we have to print S. So the intuition is goes like we have to check the array, like array of elements. If it is already sorted, we have to print it is sorted. If it is not sorted, then we have to check its k value, right? So if it is 1, we have to print now. Otherwise, it is S. So let's understand. In the first two test cases, the boxes are already sorted in non-decreasing order, so that's why. Third test case, we can reverse the whole array. So in third, we can reverse the whole array. So here 4, like 4 is k value and 4 is the number of elements present in it. So k value is nothing but number of elements that it can sort it. So it can sort it and 4 elements. Okay. Now here 4, here just 3, and it can sorted 3, and then again the sorting process is happen. That's what he told, right? So we can do any number of reverses process. It's our choice. Find it's possible to sort the boxes using any number of reverses. So we can use any number of. So 10, 3, 8, 30, 14. So if you take the first three elements, so 10, 3, and 8, 30, if we sort them, so like we have to sort them in non-increasing order, right? That means non-decreasing order. That means we have to sort them in increasing order. So we have to take these three elements, 10, 3, and 8, 30. So and then keep the smallest element before. So that means, so 3, 8, 30, 3, 10. If we blindly apply the process, but from J, here the swap is happens like from I to J, only it changes I minus 1. It is same. So if we take I minus 1, it is same, right? So if we are here 1, so only 3 and 10 is sorted. So 3, 10. Okay, now 10, 8, 30. So which is greater, we don't need to. Uh, okay, just like that. So now let's code this. So it's hard to write code here. So that's why I'm using online editor. Mm, Online check. Plus editor. It's it's better than that. So according to our problem, what we have to check. From these test cases, we can understand that if the k value is 1, we have to print no, and if k value is not 1, we have to print s. If k value is 1, there are two possibilities. One, if it is sorted, we have to print s. If it is not sorted, we have to print no. So we just uh, directly build build those test cases here. So he said that a number of number of test cases. We are reading the test cases, and while these test cases has to be decreased, right? So we have to take n and array of size n. Yes, array of size n. What is this? Array of size n, and then we have to put elements into the array. That's why we have to write a for loop, and so we have to read element into that particular index. So we are reading elements into the for loop. Now we have an array and we have n value. So where is the k value? Yes, k value is important, right? It actually decides how many elements can be reversed, right? So seeing first we have to read n value along with the k value. Now, yes, this makes some sense. And if whenever k is equal to, I mean, if k is greater than 0, right? K is greater than 0. So if k is 1, it will success. No. So k is greater than 1. So then we directly print S. It is sorted. Else, what we have to check? We have to check if k is greater than 1. That means if k is not equal to 1 or less than 1. So we have to check whether the array is sorted or not. So how can we check whether the array is sorted or not? We have to start from the first index of the array, and we have to check if any other element index which is greater than the preceding element index. That means it is not actually sorted, because we have to sort them in increasing order, not the decreasing order. So now I'm taking the first element, like don't call it as first, we can previous element as array of 0. Now we have to write a loop and equal to 0. Why can't we use this one? Like, mm, we have to take element from array, and if uh, is like element is less than previous. So we directly, so we have to take a boolean variable. So now it's going to be false, and we no need to check the other conditions. So if b equal to, like, if whenever b is true, so we have to print s. Otherwise, no, right? So we can test this. S, last one. So S. This injection is correct. So directly just check whether the k value is greater than 1 or not. If it is greater than 1, so we can definitely sort the array, sort the array in increasing order. If it is not, we have to check whether the array is actually in increasing order. If it is, we have to print S. Otherwise, we have to print no, right? Let us submit this code and check. Uh, Download the code. Come on. Oh my god. Shit. Let's just copy. So up to how much we copy? We copy up to else condition. So now copy the remaining part. Okay, now go. Let's submit this. Wrong answer on test case 2. Wrong answer on test case 2. Why? Let's see the question again. Maybe we can get some hidden test cases. Geo fans is busy after latest contest. They have to deliver boxes throughout the world. They are in boxes are there. He wants to sort them in non-decreasing order based on the number. Yes, this machine works in strange way. It can only sort up to sub-array of length at most k elements. At most k elements is nothing but uh, it, like if 5 is the at least number, we can get 5 or more than 5. If 5 is the at most number, we can only get numbers from 1 to 5, not over the 5, like 6, 7. So we can sort not up to the k elements. We can sort up to k minus 1 elements also. Find if it's possible to sort the boxes using any number of reverses. Okay. Reversing a substring means choosing two indices, I and j. Okay. We have to choose two indices and changing the so it won't has to be affected. And here this is also not affected. Only I to j index are affected up to reverse order. Okay. The test case done to the power of 9. Okay, everything is well and good. Where I haven't made a mistake. Where? So I'm reading the array and I'm checking whether k is greater than 1 or not. If k is equal to 1 also, this condition don't be satisfied, right? Let's understand how it actually works. I'm just writing the code based on the test cases. Let's understand this. Okay. So we have an array 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay. It has to be in decreasing order, right? So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have this array. Good, good, good. Now, whenever here the size actually 5 because n value is actually 5. And if whenever the k value is something which is not less than or equal to that's equal to symbol, okay, and less than or equal to 1, so we can sort it. Yes, we can definitely sort it. Let's say k value is equal to 3, so up to at most 3 elements we can sort it. First we can take these two, we can put them in reverse order, so now the array becomes I'll be better with writing these letters. Okay, the help of okay, whatever. So I only solved the 4 and 5 and 4 in reverse order, so then it becomes a 4 5. Now the I'm taking the next reverse operation because we have endless supply of reverse operations. So in 3 2, so now performing operation, so now it becomes 2 3. Now 3 1, it becomes 1 3. Actually the one is 1, so let's keep it as so I'm saying the k value is actually 3, right? So here 3 means we can also take 3. So now I can perform the operation 3 like 1 2 3. Now do the operation again. So which gives so if I take these two these 3 because the size is 3, right? So I can take up to the size 3 depending upon my choice 5 and 4 in second iteration comes, but 2 3 are same. Now it will also change in this iteration because I'm selecting these two. If these 3, then 1, 2, 4, and 5, 3. Now the up for this reverse operation will success 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So oh yes, in this way we can definitely sort whenever the k value is greater than 1, right? If k value is less than or equal to 1, we can't able to reverse apply the sort operation. Like, yes, apply the sort operation. So that's why we are checking actually whether it is equal to whether it is equal to the array is actually sorted or not, right? So what what can be here wrong? I don't understand. So I have to break whenever the p is false. We have to print v. Yes, it can't be instead of taking the first element. Mm, Let me take here. Mm, mm, and oh shit. Yes, we are actually starting from the first element. I'm taking that first element itself is actually an element. Don't you get that? Yes, yes. I just know what where I have made a mistake. Here, this is act like a for each. We don't need for each here because we have to start iteration from the first index, not from the zeroth index. I less than I plus plus. Yes, yes. This will give the correct and it's an value at that particular index. When it is less than 1, I mean less than the previous element, okay, it's not in actually sorted order. Yes, this will give. Yes, this will give the right one. So we only have to change the for loop. It's already 22 minutes. Oh shit, the code gone already. Not a problem. We can copy and paste. And then again copy from where we have left the code and again paste the code. Now submit. 3, 2, 1. Come on, come on, come on. Before doing CP, we have to. I again wrong on test 2. What is test 2? Can I get the test 2? Or what? There must be something here, bro. What it is? We have to find. K has to be 1 less than 100. Okay, very good. Good enough. Second line. So 1 to 10 to the power of 9. The length of subarray is just j minus I plus 1. J minus I plus 1. So if 2, 3, we can choose it as 2 minus 3 plus 1. 3 minus 3, that is 0. Size is 0. Okay. Operations. Before doing that, I got another thought like int min, and we have to start from 0 here. So whenever the first element is less than the int min, uh, why I'm doing this? I just get it again where I have wrong. So here it checks the first element whether it is less than the previous element. Okay, if it is not, it increments the value. It increments the value. It changes the array value according to the index, but it's not change the previous value. Right, right. I don't have mouse. If I have mouse, I can explain very easily. So whatever it is, I can explain even now. So we have array like 1, 2, and 3. Let's say this is an array. And for 1, the previous element actually equal to int max. Like sorry, int min, because it has to be minimum. Minimum. So for the first element, this is my previous value, int min. If my first element is actually less than this int min actually the minimum integer. There is no other integer which is less than that int min. So we just take that. Okay, uh, this is the minimum value. So 1 is the minimum value. Now whenever iterating, incrementing, now for this 2, the previous element is actually what? 2. I mean, for 2, the previous element is actually 1, not this int min, right? It's not actually int min. So, uh, just like that, we are starting iteration from this one. So, the previous value for this one is actually equal to this one. So, 0. But for the element 3, for element 3, the previous value is actually 2, not the 1. Got it? So I'm just forgot writing that main line. So whenever if condition is not satisfied, so there is no element like the current index element is not actually less than the previous element. So then we have to increment that previous element is actually equal to that current element. Now this will work. Definitely it will works because intuition is correct, but I'm just forgot the main writing main line which actually maintains the condition, right? Oh. So let's see. Now it is 28 minutes. Still didn't complete. What is this? Resubmit form. Mess. Okay, we can directly write the line. The p value is gonna be increased. Oh, I like Codeforces. I like Codeforces. I like Codeforces. Okay, p value is incremented to yeah, I- yeah, 5, right? Okay. Right, everything right. Now it will definitely gonna be right. Yes, it is right. Now let's go to the second problem. As I'm using uh, TL eliminator sheet because it's best sheet for computer programming. We have to start from 800. Uh, we solved all these 31 questions. We can move to 900. Okay, so that's what it is. It's a kind of problem, and we simply solved it. It's not going to be simply, but we have to understand what is the intuition, how we are thinking for the approach. Like so, so he was asking about whether it is possible to say that array is in increasing order, and he said some conditions we can only reverse up to from I to j indexes. But If we observe the test cases, we can get like whenever the value is k value is 1, k here is nothing but the range where we can apply the reverse operation. Like, so we can simply get it. So we have to understand the test cases. Let's try to solve this. The second one, line trip. So there is a road which can be represented as a number line. You are located in a point 0 of the number line. You want to travel from point 0 to point X and back to point 0. You travel by car, which spends 1 liter of gasoline per 1 unit of distance traveled. So for 1 unit, for 1 unit of distance, we are spending 1 liter of gasoline. So we are start from 0. Your car is fully fueled. Gas tank contains the maximum possible amount. So from 0, I don't know where I get the petrol, but when I am at the 0, I can get the fully fluid, like full, my fuel is tank full. There are N gas stations located at these are like positions of the gas stations where they are located. When you arrive these gas stations, we can make our tank full. Note that you can refuel. Okay, that's what he's saying. But no gas stations in the points 0 and X. Like 0 and X. There are no actually points. Okay, now we have to calculate minimum possible value of the gas tank in your car that allow you to travel from 0 point to X point and back to them. That's a good question, right? The first contains 80 number of test cases. Same, we have nx here, but the n represents number of gas stations and x represents my destination from in the right side. And in left side we are starting from 0. We can say it. And the second line contains that positions of the gas stations. Very good. So we are starting from 3 and to 7. So like no, it's not like that. 3, 7, 1, 2, 5. Here the test cases. Let's understand them. Okay. So it's nothing but there are three gas stations and 7 is my right side position where I have to go. So this is a number line. Okay. And this is my arriving distance is 7. And I have to start from 0. There are three gas stations between 0 and 7. And when I was at 0, I have my tank full. My bike tank is full. Now the positions are three. So what are those positions? 1 and 2 and 5. Okay. These, these are the positions. So we have to find minimum um tank, minimum liters of petrol. That's what he's saying, right? So we have to find the minimum possible way of gas tank volume. Okay, minimum possible volume of gas tank filter. So as we have three gas stations, here we have full, but we don't know how much it is. So and that full is must more than enough to reach to the first gas station. So when we are at the first gas station, we again make the tank full. So which is more than enough to reach the, I mean, more than enough to reach the second gas station. So whenever at the second gas station, I must able to move to the fifth gas station. Okay, now when I am at the fifth gas station, I must able to move to the last position, that is seventh. I mean at the end of the number line, and here as I don't have any gas stations, but the question says that we have to move from 0 to x and x to 0, right? So for that we have to move from 7 to 5. also. S- Okay, so uh, here these gas station, last gas station has a capability to make uh, like to make two turns from that gas station to the end of the array. Okay, what is the minimum amount of gas that is required for moving from 0 to 7 and 7 to 0? So from moving from 0 to 1, we can minimum is 1, and here minimum is 2, and here minimum is 2 minus 1 is actually 1, right? Not so 1, and from 5 minus 2 it is actually, so here the minimum is 3, and 5 minus 7 it is actually equal to 2 again, nice, right? So but here further to do, I'm only go from 5 to 7, so I have to go from 7 to 5 also, because at 7 I don't have any gas station. So that means for 5 I have into 2. Okay, into 2. So at 5 I have 4 volume of gasoline available, and from 2 I have 3 volume of gasoline available, so which is enough to move to the fan. So among the all, which is enough to move from 0 to 7, right? So it can only capable of move to 1. It can only capable of move to 7. It can only capable of move to 5. These 3 volume, and but here 4 volume, it can make me capable of 0 to 7 and 7 to 5. So whenever, if I'm at stuck here, I'm not able to arrive to the 0 position, right? So if it is not, we can able to reach the 0th position. So the minimum gasoline volume here is the maximum gasoline volume that which we are getting here, which is 4, right? Without 4, we can't make reach to 0 position. And the question asks like, so the question here asks like, we have to move from 0 to x and x to 0. Okay, so but here without this we can't make it. So this could be our minimum gasoline. I think you understand my, like, the problem intuition. It's not my intuition. So let's try to code it. Okay, here no need to like. I think you already understand why I'm not editing this. It can be my boiler code. So n and k here, a represents my deposition value, and n represents n is the number of gasolines are available, and here n is the number of gasolines are available, and this is just the positions where the gasolines are available between. So what we have to do? We have to calculates the minimum, like, gasolines required. So here one, here 3, and here 4. So it's better to take build an array as 1, 2, 3, 4. So from 3 to 7 we have 4. Why? Because here 4 positions are available. So better to build an array. Vector, okay. I call it as pre-vector, or as it contains the difference between the first and next station. So difference vector, and in that difference vector 0, it actually contains 0, because 0 don't have any element. And difference. Like, okay, so difference of one, it can actually stores difference of I minus difference of I minus one. So then only it can actually, so 1 minus 0 1, so 2 minus 1 1, and 5 minus 2 is equal to 3, and here 7 minus 5 is equal to 2. But last position is somehow difficult. We have to store the double of the petrol gasoline we have required for the for the last position, right? So you can write the condition like if we have to move to the end. So I less than n, not exactly, and I equal to n minus 1. That's can be a less than 1. Then this 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 difference can be two double of that difference, right? Else we can follow this. Okay. So let's try to again match this intuition with my match the code with my intuition. So I have to start from here. Here the size is n. How can I say that size is n? Here n is number of gasolines available. Here number of gasolines 1, 2, 3. So oh, oh, it's not n, bro. It's definitely not n. It's x. Uh, mm. So here from 1 to 7. Here 7 is represents the x value. From 0 0. I don't know where the value is. We are not actually doing, so difference of I, it contains area of I to area of 0. Area of 0 contains gasoline, right? So like difference of 0 1. So that means like here see this is what uh, array, and this is the difference, this belongs to the difference. So we have done here wrong. So from 1 to x, we are actually start from 1 to x. We don't confirm that at one position we definitely have petroleum, right? So, but okay, this is the position where we have to store the differences. If we can say that, okay, yes, it's somehow agreeable. Now, for this, like, uh, we can get the indexes from array. So that means here it is a of here the size n is capable. Every time it increments, bro. We don't have that. Mm. So here the size is 7. We have difference vector as 7, 1, 2, 3, 4. We have different vector are 4 only. Understand? Why 4 only? Because the size is 3. Okay. We have to iterate over the size of the positions of the gasoline, not on the end position. So, okay, that's confirmed on the size of the gasoline. So now, when I am at the first size, so like here itself for the like array, it is 0. So now what I have is a difference vector. So it can store at 0 position, it can store the array of the value which is at the 0th index minus uh, the value at the 0th index. Okay, so let's implement that. So yen and here, mm, so difference of I actually equal to array of I. So difference of 1 equal to different array of 1 minus difference of 1 minus 1 actually 0 0. Okay, boom, right one. For now, increment. I increment. So, like I am at the second. I'm not actually at the second index. Okay, I'm at second index, but I don't know how what's the value inside it. So the index where here it represents 1. So here in index it represents 0. This represents 2. So I have completed the 0th index. So now I'm at 1th index. So according to the so sorry. I am starting from 0th index. No, I am trying to start from 1th index. 0th index. So array of 0 minus array around. Oh, let's open this again. So array of 0 minus difference of I minus 1. 0 minus 1 minus 1. It can't be negative, right? So difference of 0 must contain 0. That's for sure. And array of 0 minus 0. So here 0 is the element. Uh, I guess it's better to write outside of the loop. Okay. Now, okay, now I entered into difference vector 0 and for difference vector 1. So array of, yeah, it's not actually 1. And here also array of difference vector 1 position is equal to array at 1th position. So it is 1 here minus 0. 1 minus 0 is actually 1 that is stored in array 1 position. So now that means I'm sorry. Let's go on. Okay, array of 0 minus 1. Okay, that's okay. Now that means we have to start from 1th index. So now I get 2. So now array of 1 is equal to, right? I'm here. No, I stored value. Imagine this is a difference vector. Okay, and 2. So difference of 2 actually equal to array of I minus difference of I minus 1. Like it represents actually the second index. So this 2 minus difference of 1, 1. So 2 minus 1 is actually equal to 1. Okay. So 1, yeah, I plus 1. Because I already is filled 0 and 1. So it starts from 1. So I have to fill from I plus 1. So 2. At index 2, I have to fill the first index minus the difference of. Now 0, 1. So at index 3, so I have to choose the fourth index. So which is 5. So this 5 minus difference of I minus 1, which is here 1. I can get 4. No, 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 no. So it's definitely your 5 minus 1, right? So 2, so for the first index 1 minus 0, so 1 stored. So for second, so 2 minus 1, 1. For third 5 minus 2, then here 3. 5 minus 2, 3. Understand? 0, 1, and here 2 minus 1 again 1, and 5 minus 2 again 3. And now so I have to start from 1 here, that means so 1, 2, the size is actually 3. So when I get 3, 3, 3 minus, so this is false here, right? Because only write up to less than n. If there is no, if there is no else. Okay, now I'm here. Error of I plus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't need to worry about the difference. Say 1. As this is the last element, I can directly push back. So, but element is what? Element is the x position minus the last element position. So int the last element position is equal to Queen. What is the x value here, ma? K here, yes, it's nothing but k for me. So k minus the last index element, last index of the uh, gasoline vector, a of n, not a of n minus 1. It is. So that element, last element has to push back into this, and we have to print the maximum of it. So that int again max is equal to max element of from difference vector. So we just have to pass it iterators, which may be reversible, but we can directly use that. Okay, good. Let's try to check the code. Okay. 3736. Runtime error. What? What is this? Wait. This is for while and this is for int. Right? Okay. No problem. Okay. Okay. Parentheses are in right order. 33712 125 7. Minimum element. Oh, I'm sorry. It is max element. Max element. Not runtime error again. Why runtime error? 0 itself and 0. Right? Where? Let's try to think. Hmm, we are pushing element in static way and dynamic way by using pushback. Let's just push back uh, with the function. Okay. Yeah. So initially, I'm putting element for 0th index and for next index. Instead of that, I can do this, right? So this is my first difference input. Let's draw this. What's that? 437. 437. Okay, right. 437 is right. Okay, let's pray. We just followed our intuition and let's submit this. In 2 hours, I'm able to solve only two sums. Okay, as it is first day. Okay, I'm agree. Okay, if you like this video, just give click on the like button. Okay, thank you for watching this video.